Hi, I'm Alexander Ryazanov. I'm the Chief Technical Officer of IPSNIP Computing. In this short video, I'm going to demonstrate how our query tool Hydra can be used to formulate a query that may serve as a diagnostic variable, for example, for sepsis monitoring. In this demo, the diagnostic variable will be a test for recent administration of heparin-based drugs. This may be useful, for example, if a patient has coagulopathy and we want to ensure that it's not simply because the patient has been given heparin recently. Then we can use coagulopathy as a diagnostic variable for sepsis. So I'm starting to compose a new query that will find patients in our model clinical database who have been administered heparin in the last 24 hours. I'm entering the title for the new query. Patient took heparin in the last 24 hours. Now I'm entering the first key phrase, patient. The system has created a query node, patient. Another key phrase, medical record number, to identify patient's ID. The system has suggested a reasonable graph, but let's see if it can be improved. This graph is more detailed, so I'll keep it. Now I'm adding some auxiliary relation, represents value, essentially to identify the specific data value for the medical record number. This is the variable name for the corresponding values. I'm happy with the graph so far, so I will pin all the nodes. Now I want to introduce an instance of drug administration for this patient. So I'm just entering drug administration. This part of the query reads drug administration for this patient. Now I will link it to the administered drug product. So I am typing drug product as a key phrase. This part of the graph reads administration of this drug product. We want products that contain a specific ingredient. So I write ingredient here. Heparin will be specified with its uni identifier. So I'm typing uni identifier as the next key phrase. Now I'm going to specify the value for the identifier. This is the uni for heparin. It's just a string literal here. Let's return to the drug product node. We would like to see the product name in the query results just to be able to double check. So I'm entering has name. Here I need represents value again. And this will be the variable for the name. Let's now add the time parameter to the drug administration node. I'll just type time to check what the system can suggest. Let me read it. So it says drug administration as of some time which is before what can be the current time. So this time node is the current time. Let's give this node a name. It will be drug administration time. Now I'm going to assign a specific current time value in this node. Represents value, and the value is the 1st of October, 6 o'clock, XSD date time format. I will now add a filter to say that the drug administration happened in the last 24 hours. Here is the filter expression I prepared. It says the distance between drug administration and time is at most 24 hours. We want to be able to check the drug administration times manually. So I request a readable representation for it. I'm using the predicate print. And this variable will contain readable strings for the times. Here's a very useful button, Hide Details. It allows to see a more compact view of the query by hiding auxiliary predicates, like represents value. Let me show how it works. Here is the compactified view. We can also manually embellish it by improving the layout and changing the scales. Before I test the query, I want to show briefly the set of services available for query execution. So I go to the registry. This is just a list of services on our model clinical database. They constitute our virtual database that we can query with Hydra. And here is the service that is likely to be the main service for our query, for this specific query. It finds all instances of drug administration for a specified patient. Let me now run the query. I'm going to do it in this Execute tab. You can see that Hydra has found one patient in our model database. And the heparin product has this name, and the drug was administered at this time. Finally, we can save it in an Excel spreadsheet for convenience. Here is the generated spreadsheet. And this concludes my demo. Thank you.